IS484 and 584 Business Process Management. I'm Professor Fahmi Jalani. Today we'll be covering part 2 of Introduction to Business Processes. So let's begin. So in the business process, we will take a look at customer master data. Essentially, this is very critical and it needs to be correct customer data for your business process. I.e. you need to know the names of the customer, for example, even the address or the contact. So in a customer master segment, it's made of 3 segments. We have the general data here, accounting data, and sales data. Okay. For the general data, typically is quite common for all organization structure, and this is basically the highest level, pretty much for the client, okay, where it's being defined and for sales and the company code. Example, customer name, address, and account number. Next, we have the accounting data on the customer side. Okay. Over here, it deals with not only account receivable, right, and also company code. It deals with payment term. Okay. In this case, customer account is the sub-ledger account, which is linked to the general ledger via reconciliation. Okay. In this case, account receivable is the reconciliation account. Thirdly, we have the sales area, which deals with billing and more specifically tax and the terms. And in terms of shipping, we have a preferred delivery. Okay, it could be partial shipment or full shipment. Okay. Example, the sales office. Okay. Next, we take a look at multiple definition in the layers. At the topmost, we have the general data for the client, right? We have all the information that you require is being kept there. And on company level, okay, we have separate account. In this case, for the GBI, we have the US and the Germany account. And last but not least, the sales. Okay, we have the East Coast, West Coast, and also the Germany. So it's being separated. In this case, wholesale selling. Okay. Next, we take a look at partner function. Okay. Sometimes a single business transaction can deal with multiple customers. Okay. It could be sold to party, ship to party, bill to party, and payer. So typically we in the green dot there we see a typical company function where all the 4 functions are being performed by a single customer. But there are times when a company would order a product but to be shipped to another party. Okay, that's where the orange part dot comes in. Also, there are times where an enterprise could order for their franchise and it's shipped to different outlet but billed to the headquarter, and the payment is done on a different company. Okay. So next we take a look at the vendor master. Okay. Vendor master, basically the seller. Okay. So vendor master, okay, we have also three segments, which is the general data, accounting data, and purchasing organization. Right. So for general data, is quite commonly used across the organization, and also so defined at the highest level, the client. Okay. Example, common to the data, basically common to purchasing and accounting, so that they won't go wrong in making the payment, for example, for the client. Okay. Next we have accounting. Okay. Example, data cap is the bank, tax, and also payment. Okay. Lastly is purchasing, where data, for example, like prices, purchase order, and verifying of invoice. Okay. So next we take a look at multiple definition. Okay. As for the GBI case, we have the three different level. Okay. And for vendor master, in this case, we have the same for each plant. In this case, purchasing organization at the bottom there. Okay. It technically says that it's same for all plants, either US or Germany. So other than that, we also have a separation between each company for the purchasing order. Could be different payment for the US and different payment for the Germany. Okay. And also lastly, we have a separate purchasing for each plant. Okay. So having said that, there are some advantage and also disadvantage in payment. Advantage is it could be you're able to track whatever you sold and make payment promptly. Yeah. For invoices will come directly to the plant, and they are able to do their bookkeeping neatly. Okay. Disadvantage is they could not get maybe a good discount for everything. Okay. And things like bookkeeping could be quite a hassle in trying to balance, especially when doing balance sheet. Okay. So that's in a bit for this class. Pretty much that. If you have any question, please feel free to email me or drop by office. Thanks. Be safe. Thanks. Bye bye.